What's up, new friends, old friends, future partners, and current partners? It's Josh Thurman, also known as Joshua David on the Facebook. How y'all doing tonight? All right, listen. It's been a little bit since I've had a chance to do a little bit of a proof video. So it is September the 12th, and I'm going to do a little bit of a recap. And what I want you to understand is making money online, making money from the internet with the power of the internet is actually a lot easier than most people make it out to be. At the core, making money is simply providing value in exchange for money, in exchange for, trading money for goods or services, right? It's really simple, but for some reason, people overcomplicate it. Making money online is no different. We're here to help solve a problem. So if you haven't reached out to me on Facebook, you haven't sent me a friend request, we have never chatted, here's where you find me: facebook.com/joshua.david78, and we can connect and I can answer any questions that you have. So I want to share with you just 3 of the posts, the social proof posts that I've made this week. Now, I do not share every time I make a sale. I try to, but I'm busy, I forget, etc. Whatever the case may be. But I wanted to highlight 3 small stories. Okay, real quick stories. And the first one we're going to go with here. This one almost brings like an emotion that I can't quite explain. This is a $250 commission that I earned for a young lady joining my team. And you might be thinking, well, $250, that's not really that big of a deal. Well, $250 in and of itself is or isn't a big deal. It kind of depends on how you look at things. You see, this young lady lives in the Philippines, and I don't know what you know about the Philippines, but the exchange rate is crazy. I'm going to show you just something real quick. I went over the Googly, and I typed in what the average income in the Philippines is. The average income in 2018, that's the newest numbers that Google was able to give me, just on this basic search. And you know what? Looks like we got one here. So let's just click that, and we get a little bit more of a, excuse me, of an updated one. So, so they're on the pesos program. Okay, so they're saying that it's 50,000 pesos was the average monthly wage in 2019, and in 2018 it was 48.8 thousand. Okay, 48,800 pesos. So I'm just going to say 50,000 pesos. And now let's figure out how that breaks down compared to the US dollar, right? Because this is crazy, guys. And right here, you can see that it's approximately $1 is 50 pesos. Okay, so let's break this down some more. So this basically means that for her to pay me $250, she paid in Filipino money, the peso, right? Not the peso, that's Mexican. The peso. She came up with 12,000 pesos. Okay, plus her admin fee. So really, she launched her business with 13,350 pesos, give or take, depending on the daily exchange rate. Let that sink in for a second. 13,350 pesos. Okay. She basically, according to this, she gave up, okay, approximately, let's use our calculator. If you've been following me for a while, you know I'm a calculator nerd. Just make it dumb down. Okay. She gave up. Okay, so it goes into 23 times. So basically, she gave up about 4% of her income to start her business. Average in the US, 45,000, I believe was the last thing. So let's just, okay, that's $1,900. Okay. That's coming in at the $2,000 level that I suggest you guys do if you're in the US or Canada. So don't let, a third world country, don't let, that be the reason you don't get started, because you're like, oh, well, I can't come up with $1,000 or I can't come up with $2,000, and you're here in the US or you're in Canada. Okay. It's just an excuse, guys. It really is. I'm not trying to hard sell you. I'm just saying, if this young lady from the Philippines, one of the poorest countries in the world, can do this, you guys can do this. Okay. And I'm honored that she chose to work with me. And I'm honored that she chose to put her faith in me as someone that can help her and that will not be overlooked. So the next one here, once you get this figured out, money comes to you freely and frequently by, just exchanging value, right? And so this is, sometimes it's a little bit of money, sometimes it's a lot of money, provide value and you can make $20 pretty much in your sleep, right? This really was in my sleep because this is actually an affiliate offer I did. It's a tool. I only offer things outside of my primary offer, which is Easy One Up. That is a tool that I believe will help someone win, will help propel their business. And so hope that makes sense. Okay, next, and the last one here. So September the 10th. Again, once you figure out that earning money is simply helping other people fix something, you're going to begin to win. This was, I do some done for you services for some folks still. And this gentleman paid me $500 to set up, manage, and build out his ringless voicemail campaigns and send them for him for 1 month. So it'll take me about an hour, maybe an hour and a half worth of total work, and I earned $500. Okay, so think about it like this. A lot of people, they get in this their head that this earning money from online, this making money online, work from home is just you sign up and money just starts flowing in. Well, guys, don't get it twisted. You still have to do some work, right? That's why it's called work from home. And think about it like this. Even if you were doing the same physical labor as your current job, but you were making $500 an hour or even $250 an hour or heck, $100 an hour, right? Is that worth it? I don't know. I mean, only you can answer that. You're the one that has to decide that for yourself. Is it worth it, right? Is it worth it if you can get to the point where you're making $50 to $100 consistently for 40 hours a week, right? Let's just dumb this down, okay? Let's just say you're smart and you join at the $2,000 level and you make one sale a week, but it took you 40 hours to get there, right? Well, that's $50 an hour. I'm willing to bet that the vast majority of people listening to the sound of my voice right now do not make $50 per hour. There's not a lot of people that do in the job world. There's not a lot of people that do. Nurses that have been at it for a long time do, obviously, surgeons, attorneys, people like that, make that kind of money and more. But $2,000 a week, right? $2,000 a week, 52 weeks out of the year, that's $104,000. It is a six-figure income, right? That is, by the way, double what the average American makes. Okay, you can Google that if you don't believe me. But that's double, right? Okay, so let's dumb it down and just say, that you only did, one of those every other week. Okay, that's still $25 an hour, assuming you put in 40 hours a week. Which, if you're following what we're doing here and you're doing what we tell you to do here, you won't be putting in those kind of hours. So I just wanted to share with you a little bit of proof that, in the last 3-4 days, I've made $800. Now, if you're well past that, okay. And by the way, with about an hour's worth of work per day, that's about what I do, about an hour a day. Some days a little more, some days a little less, but I would say it averages to, about 5 to 7 hours a week worth of work that I put in, and I'm consistently making, money every single week. So think about it like this. If you're in a position where you're making more than this, then shut this video off right now. But if you're willing to do a little bit of work, you're willing to help a little bit of people, you're willing to learn a couple of skills that you do not currently possess, in order to make more money, or, make money, period, work from home and make money, then I encourage you to just, take a step out on faith like Lily did from the Philippines. You know, take a step out on faith and just get started, right? Or better yet, because you're probably in the US, or you're in Canada, or you're in, the United Kingdom, you're in Australia, you're in, what we call a tier 1 country, right? Put your big boy pants on, your big girl pants on, and join at a level that will actually radically change your life.